He's Kyle.
And that's Justin.
And this is Dudes and Dingers. For developing youth players ages 4 to 11, we're going to hit on a couple key principles. The first and foremost is the Mr. Miyagi Approach.
Mr. Miyagi Approach is pretty much around putting them in a good position and letting them self-organize and figure it out. You as the coach, you're going to put them in an environment so that they can get better, and they don't necessarily know how much they're improving and what you're having them do. They're doing simple things that are much deeper at a level for skill acquisition, skill development in the swing, things like that.
Tying back in with that is self-organization. If you can put the hitter in a position for success, they're new to the game, it might take longer for others versus more skilled players, but they'll figure a way to find it out. Just give it time, give it space, be patient.
It's just like the movie, wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi, it's gonna be great.
The other one is gonna be external cues. If you're going to cue or talk, which we'd like to keep those to a minimum, give them external cues that don't make them think too much about how they're moving.
It should be simple and it should be task oriented. It should not involve what I'm physically doing. It should be the task at hand and things in that nature. So
last thing, you have to make it fun. These are impressionable young kids, probably playing the game for the first time.
Yeah.
The measure of success at a coach at this level is how many kids come back and play the next year. You got to make it fun.
You want kids to play baseball because if they don't have fun at this age group, they're not going to be at the other age groups to coach.
So let's talk a little bit about what you can affect and maybe some of the things you can get hands-on with.
Yeah, your setup and being in an athletic position is very simple. You're just looking for things that aren't catastrophic. You have kids, talk
Let's
us through
do it. Yeah, let's get 3 main principles. Some of these young kids are a little bit scared to be close to home plate, especially with a moving ball. So first and foremost, use the batter's box if you have chalk lines. If you don't, toes on the line. Draw a line in the sand. Second piece is going to be gripping the bat. Talk a little bit how you grip the bat.
Easiest way to do it is you want the right in your fingertips, lay the bat down, put it in your hands, pick it straight up, hitter's good to go. They're going to be in some sort of a comfortable position.
And the third thing you want to look for is any catastrophic early positions. You might have a guy who sets up here or the early barrel tip. We kind of want to talk about early connection. You don't have to use that word. That's how we measure it at blast. But put the barrel in a good position. That's going to give you a strong, quick plane to the baseball.
Everyone's going to be different. Like Justin said, we're just looking for something that's not catastrophic to their setup.
After that, kind of just get out of the way and let them figure it out. I think for the most part, they're going to find a way to make it happen.
So, putting them in situations that they can hit. Youth is about reps, fun, and being in a good position for them to succeed. So a lot of that is there's different ways you can hit with kids, whether it's in your backyard, at practice, you want to get them a lot of reps. So with that, the first thing we're going to talk about is the type of balls that you can hit.
Yeah, I think you want to overemphasize moving balls as much as possible. You know, a lot of people have been trained or ingrained on using a tee or a static object, but this is a great start to challenge them enough and get them used to the regular playing conditions of baseball. Moving balls, whether that be soft toss, overhand front toss with a wiffle ball. In our league, we use one of those Blue Flame pitching machines from Louisville Slugger. But moving balls as much as possible, and I personally like wiffle balls.
Yeah, wiffle balls, you can do the little golf ball type things. They make the foam balls. Anything that's fun and that you can do in your environment is going to be great. I used to swing indoors. My dad hated it. You could do outside wiffle balls, anything that you can do. But changing those up is definitely great. Shapes, sizes, different colors. Again, going back to making it fun and getting reps.
And make it variable. The other thing you can vary, I lay out a plethora of bats, a wiffle ball bat that's long and light, a game bat that's short and a little bit heavier, and maybe even some of those like short and stout bats that are like used for foam balls.
Yep.
A kid will go and gravitate towards different bats at different times. Let them choose one for the day or for that round of BP. It's kind of like a Mr. Miyagi overload, underload.
Yep. Swinging different bats and putting them and making it different. This is where making it different is a good thing. A lot of people gravitate towards like consistency, use your bat, same old stuff. You want the hitter to be athletic. We're hitting different balls, we're using different bats. It makes it more fun. Do the big barrel bat that's nice and loud. Use the little tiny one that's extra fun. They have the long yellow wiffle ball bats. They have their normal bats. Switch it up, makes it great.
The last point here is to make it fun. I mean, create games within a game. We've done home run derby, who can hit the most balls to the outfield. I've lined up 3 guys on 3 different plates, given them 10 pitches each. Whoever hits the most wins the game. Creating a challenge, creating camaraderie, creating some sort of competition while also giving them the ability to self-organize, figure out, hit the ball hard.
Yep. You can change up the bats and balls to make bonus balls, bonus swings, bonus bat for extra points. Make it fun. They get the reps. You're going to see drastic improvements. There's going to be no overnight switch. This is skill development. They're going to get better. It's going to be cool.
And you're always going to have a range of talent on the team. There's going to be the kid who just figures it out on day one, and as a natural, you're going to have a kid who takes 3 or 4 weeks. You got to show some patience for the kid who takes some time. These things do work. They will figure it out. You just got to have patience. Don't over-cue. Don't overthink it. Give it time and space, and let them have some fun.
Stick to the basics, trust the process, and Mr. Miyagi 'em.
Wax on, wax off.